So many of us simply just tune out when we hear the word retirement. Although we may not be interested now, we will be interested when we're ready to stop working and suddenly find that we have no income, or when we get our first Social Security check and wonder, where's the rest of it?
According to a Federal Reserve report, 25% of the workforce has nothing saved for retirement. Well, Brandi Broxson from Real Simple magazine has a few easy ways to get us all ready for retirement. Brandi, good morning. Thank you for being with us.
Morning.
Hey, show us the money, Brandi.
Exactly.
Because we are paying into it, and it doesn't look like we're going to get much back from it. So that coming to Social Security. So let's talk about those of us who have not started our very own savings fund. When should we do that, and how do we do that?
Yes, so you're not alone if you don't have anything saved yet, but it's very important to get started as soon as you can so you can take advantage of compound interest. And I want you to think about compound interest like a snowball rolling down a hill. So the snowball is your retirement savings, and the hill it's rolling down is time. The more time you can give that snowball, even if it's really small, the bigger the snowball will be. The first thing that you want to do is check if your employer offers a 401k, and if they do, if they will match your employee contributions, which just means that they will put in some or all of what you contribute to your retirement fund up to a certain percentage. So start by at least saving that percent, and then try to work up to saving 15% of your income.
And Brandi, for folks who have started putting away a retirement stash, is there a breakdown by age range as to how much you think they should have in their retirement account by now?
It's really not. It varies by your age. I would check in with an advisor and see what they recommend that you do.
Okay, but here's the deal. A lot of folks are having to work differently now, right, due to the pandemic. What if you're not with a company that has a 401k or pension plan? What can you do?
Yes, so if you are one of those people who's a gig worker, an entrepreneur, or an independent contractor and you don't have a retirement plan through a company, you want to open an IRA or a Roth IRA. And if you're making less than $60,000, you want to aim to save 10% into your retirement account. If you're making more than $60,000, you actually want to consider something called a simplified employee pension plan, and your goal for savings is 15%. All in all, the key is automation. You want to set it and forget it.
Right. Obviously, we know there are so many life circumstances that can alter how much we're able to put aside and contribute, right? Even folks who, let's say, they're mid-career or they're at an age where they're having kids, paying a mortgage, maybe they can't really allocate as much as they would like to. What should they be keeping in mind?
Yes, so this is such a stressful time in your life because a lot of expenses are popping up. And even though you might be earning more money, it's all too easy for your retirement savings to take a back seat. So what we recommend at Real Simple that you do is that you actually create a vision board. And it could be a cut and paste collage or something that you put together on Pinterest. But the key that you want to think about is what your retirement looks like and map that out. Studies show that when you have a meaningful symbol and get excited about those money goals, that you'll actually save more. So Vanessa, are you on a beach? Are you volunteering with an organization that's meaningful to you? You really want to create that ideal scenario and remind yourself of it when you're making big financial decisions. Having something like this, it just helps retirement to feel more real and helps you save more.
Well, some people are just thinking about keeping their home, right? Staying in a home in retirement if you don't have that monthly income or that weekly income. What should you be giving up and trading to save for retirement?
Yes, so an easy thing, and I know for a lot of us it's become very frequent, is that food delivery spending. It's really skyrocketed. We say to make a dupe takeout dinner at home, and that's just where you recreate one of those pricey meals. Take the savings and apply it directly to your retirement account. Something else that's really important to remember is that saving for retirement should actually be a higher priority than saving for your kids' college fund.
Really?
Your child can apply, yes, your child can apply for grants and scholarships in college, but there's nothing like that for you once you reach retirement.
Interesting.
That is a really good point, right?
Great point. Brandi, for folks who, you mentioned that vision board, right? Keeping our eye on the prize. For folks who are in their mid-career right now, what should they be doing by next year?
Yes, so we talked about earlier those big expenses like buying a house and having children. After you have a plan for your retirement savings in place, what I want you to do is list all of those other priorities and create a savings account bucket for each goal. So maybe there's one for a home down payment. Having a clear plan for these other goals that sometimes keep you up at night will make it easier for you to stay focused and not take money away from your retirement plan.
Got it. And for those of us who are 50 and older out there watching, is it too late or can you still get started?
No, it's definitely not too late. First, what I want you to do is crunch the numbers and decide how much money you'll need to retire, and then work backward from that to determine how much you need to save to get there. And this is where an advisor can be really helpful because they can kind of map out how you can maximize your savings. Some good news is that after you turn 50, you can take advantage of something called a catch-up contribution, which just means that you can contribute more than the usual maximum to your retirement account. And actually for 2021, that extra amount is $6,500 for your 401k. And lastly, I want to say that if you can continue working and delay drawing that Social Security that we talked about until you retire, experts say that you could increase your payments, your Social Security payments, by up to 8% per year. So that's something else to keep in
But
mind.
Brandi, that is assuming that Social Security will still be around by the time we retire, right?
Of course.
So
Yes,
where is it
that's
at right now? Where do they think it's going to maybe cut off and it may not be available? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be a great question for our financial advisor.
Yeah.
So, but I think we should save as much as possible and make sure that we have that cushion.
That
just in
backup
case.
plan.
There you go. Plan,
Exactly.
plan,
Exactly,
plan.
yeah.
That is
All
key.
right. Thanks, Brandi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for all of the details on the other retirement advice, take a look at the current issue of Real Simple magazine or online at realsimple.com.
Yeah. I know I have a couple friends who are pushing towards retirement. They're all in the millennial age range. I have two that are actually by next year looking to consolidate and live in a tiny home.
Oh, yeah.
And their financial advisor told them that if they did in the next 10 years, they can retire.
Oh,
Well, they
really?
still be
And
married.
that is their goal, to be